Alright, let's dive into one of the most fascinating rivalries in modern cycling, Vingegaard versus Pogacar. But wait, is this even a rivalry anymore? Or has it turned into something else? Because Jonas Vingegaard, a guy who beat Pogacar in back-to-back tours, is now asking his teammate, "What more can I do?" After getting dropped like he's riding a fixie uphill. That's not just a tactical question, it's existential. And honestly, it's the kind of moment that makes sports heartbreaking and beautiful all at once. Let's rewind. Vingegaard wasn't just competitive. He dominated the Giro d'Italia in 2026. 5 stages, absolute masterpiece. Then the Tour rolls around, and suddenly Pogacar isn't just faster, he's in a different time zone. Jonas crashes out, but even before that, he's quoted saying, "I produced the best I've ever done," and he just rides away. Pause here. This isn't a lack of effort. This is a cyclist at his physical peak realizing his rival has unlocked something unnatural. What's going through his head? Personally, I think this is the ultimate athlete's nightmare. Giving everything and still not being enough. It's like showing up to a Formula 1 race on a bicycle. You're not just losing, you're irrelevant. Now, Mattias Skjelmose, who's talked to Jonas extensively, reveals the Dane's frustration. But here's the twist. Vingegaard isn't questioning his own decline. He's questioning reality. "I can't do any more." That line kills me. Because from the outside we assume harder training, smarter tactics, better equipment. But what if you've maxed out? What if your rival isn't just better, but fundamentally different? That's the Pogacar problem. He's not a cyclist, he's a video game boss. And Jonas is stuck in the final level with a controller that doesn't work anymore. Then there's Michael Rasmussen, the former Tour contender, who calls Vingegaard's gyro-focused prep a poor excuse. Harsh? Maybe. But Rasmussen has a point. If you're racing both the Giro and Tour, you'd better adapt. But wait, should we even be comparing these events? The Giro's long climbs are a different beast than the Tour's punchy finishes. Jonas's team, Visma, might have misjudged the balance. But here's what people miss. This isn't just a tactical error. It's a philosophical one. Vingegaard's entire identity is built on being the best climber. If Pogacar's strengths, those explosive accelerations, require a completely different skill set, Jonas is stuck in a paradox. He's the king of Everest, but the race just switched to Mount Doom. How do you train for that? And let's talk about pressure. Skjelmose calls Jonas the only one who can compete, which sounds respectful until you realize it's crushing. Imagine carrying an entire nation's hope and the weight of being the closest to a guy who's basically a cyborg. Vingegaard's 30 next year. Pogacar's 26. Time's ticking. But here's the deeper question. Does this rivalry even matter to Pogacar? He's won everything: monuments, worlds, tours. Jonas is stuck in a loop, chasing a ghost. Meanwhile, Tadej's just collecting titles like Pokemon. This isn't a rivalry. It's a solo mission. And that's what makes Jonas's struggle so tragic. He's fighting for second place in a race where the winner isn't even racing him anymore. So where does this leave us? Vingegaard's got until 2028 with Visma, but his collarbone's fractured, and his confidence? Probably shattered. If you're his coach, do you rebuild him for the Tour, the Giro, or just pray Pogacar retires soon? But here's my hot take. This isn't about tactics. It's about legacy. Jonas isn't just trying to win another Tour. He's trying to prove that his past wins meant something. Because right now, Pogacar's rewriting history, and Jonas is stuck in the margins. The real question isn't, what more can he do? It's, why does he keep trying? And maybe that's the answer. Sometimes the heart wants what the mind knows it can't have. And that's the story of Jonas Vingegaard in 2026.